the Senate.
I'm John Ossoff, and I approve this message.
The Live 5 for 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 6, a major data center heading to Columbia County.
We'll hear from the county manager about the project as your News at 6 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins in Columbia County, where a new Google data center is on the way.
And with it, questions about what it all means for people who live there. Well, Kim Vick. It is time now for our first check of the weather.
Here's Chief Meteorologist Jenna Petracci.
It's not a bad day for late July. Definitely not as hot as it could be. We have temperatures a little bit below average for some of us in the lower 90s. 93 in Augusta, 91 in Aiken. Sylvania, you're at 92. Wrightsville at 94. And 91 in Edgefield. Winds are coming out of the north. We're at a 14-mile-per-hour wind and the 5-mile-per-hour wind in Evans, so just a light breeze. But that wind coming out of the north is bringing in some much drier air. So the relative humidity is very low for this time of the year, making it feel fairly comfortable. And you can see we have clear skies, but it's a little bit hazy. We still have some smoke coming in from the wildfires all the way up in the Pacific Northwest. But for the Green Jackets game tonight, we're going to be staying around the 90-degree mark for now, then upper 80s by 8 p.m. First pitch coming up at 6:35 against the Columbia Fireflies. 85 degrees with clear skies by 9 p.m. So another mostly sunny day tomorrow. It will be a little bit hotter, but still the low humidity. Then that humidity increases this weekend with some rain chances on the way. I'll have more details coming up, but back to you.
All right, Jenna, thanks a lot. As the Richmond County Sheriff's Office continues to address questions about its use of flock cameras, the sheriff, Eugene Brantley, is explaining what the technology does and doesn't do. Jartavius Edmond joining us live now with the story. Jartavius?
Well, Brad, as questions continue to roam about how the system is used, many people have also asked what these cameras actually capture. I put that question to Sheriff Brantley today. Brantley says the cameras are designed to help identify vehicles that match descriptions provided to investigators, not record continuous video.
They don't record, it just takes still shots of the vehicle. If a vehicle fits a description, it takes a picture of the vehicle and it reads the tag as the vehicle drives by. And so that's all it does. If you enter into flock a red pickup truck, every red truck that passes through flock is going to take a picture of the vehicle and a picture of the tag that's on the vehicle.
Brantley says the cameras remain a key investigative tool, helping deputies capture vehicles connected to criminal investigations while operating under new safeguards he outlined today. Brad?
All right, Jartavius, thank you. In Burke County, deputies are searching for suspects after 2 of their flock cameras were damaged. Deputies say cameras at the intersection of Old Waynesboro and Gresham Roads, plus the intersection of Highway 56 and Collins Road, were cut down and removed by unidentified suspects. Both those cameras were damaged Sunday, July 12th, just after midnight. So far, no word on the identity of the suspects or how many there are.
A death investigation is underway tonight after a body was found early this morning on Broad Street. The victim, 65-year-old Nathan Lewis, Jr. Officers said they found Lewis's body inside a trash can on Broad Street. There's no information on a suspect. We do know there's going to be an autopsy to find out how Lewis died. The sheriff says the investigation is ongoing. Golden Harvest Food Bank is highlighting partner food pantries. The food bank kicking off its conference today. They do it every year to give updates on what's happening with the agency and give people a chance to network and complete their required training.
It's an opportunity for us to get all of our agencies that are partners with us under one roof, go over our annual food safety, civil rights, and TFAP training, and then also just talk about things that are coming up or affecting our network right now. Every day there are more people coming to the food pantry for the first time. and our fastest growing demographic is seniors.
Sometimes we think our neighbor is the person next door, but our neighbor expands more than that. Wherever I can extend out to help a neighbor, someone that's going through something, and if I have the capacity to help, that's my neighbor.
The conference is being held at the Produce Rescue Center, and it runs through tomorrow afternoon.
Safe Home says a funding shortfall could make it more difficult to meet the growing need for domestic violence services across the CSRA. Leaders say it costs about $1 million a year to operate the shelter, and more than half of that, $647,000, comes from state funding. Now, after $9.4 million was cut from state domestic violence programs, they're preparing for the challenges ahead.
With domestic violence victims, they already feel like they're stereotyped and they already feel like they're the blame, the cause of the abuse that they received. And most of the clients that we serve may not have the support from family members, for whatever the reasons may be. They're having a hard time maybe making the ends meet in the economy, in the world that we're living in right now. And so seeing that domestic violence or sexual assault, child enrichment, or child abuse is not looked upon as being as important cause that we need to stand behind, I can only imagine what that must make a victim feel like when she's already experienced all these other feelings that she's having.
Safe Homes is asking the community to help close the funding gap through donations and volunteering to support the shelter's services.
You now have another place to shop on Wrightsboro Road. They cut the ribbon this morning on the newly renovated Goodwill store. It's restocked and remodeled and ready to welcome customers back. And remember, every purchase and every donation supports something much larger than just retail. Goodwill tells us 86 cents of every dollar spent goes toward education, job training, and career services throughout this entire community.
You talked and we listened. So we heard the community. We had a lot of people over the months that we were closed that were still coming to the doors every day. Our donors, we kept our donation center open, so our donors were coming. And so we heard the needs of the community and wanted to support our community because we realized what a great location this was. So
Goodwill is 3362 Wrightsboro Road in Augusta. Still ahead, a pause on the vote for a permanent attorney general.
Why lawmakers are delaying a decision after the break.
News Nation tonight.
And Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Tracci is back with us now.
Well, I am tracking some lower humidity, making for a nice end to the month of July. We will have dry conditions tomorrow and tolerable temperatures sticking around even into August. And then we also have some weekend rain chances to talk about. I'll have all the details when we return.
For 50 years, one thing has never changed. When people in our community needed help, George Sink Injury Lawyers was there. Thank you for trusting us for 50 years.
Would have feeling better, did
Your most watched local news is getting a big plus.
WJBF 6 Plus.
the CSRA's trusted news source, now on demand.
WJBF 6 Plus is ready when you are. Download it free today on your favorite streaming device.
Car crashes, truck wrecks,
motorcycle accidents,
work injuries, nursing home negligence,
disability.
If you need legal help, the Sync team is ready to fight for you. Think Sync. Think Sync? Think Sync.
You can't always choose the weather, but you can choose your weather app. Go with the most accurate and most trusted, the Live Viper 6 mobile app. Download it today. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back and happy Thursday. I hope you're enjoying the lower humidity today. Of course, it's still a hot day, but at least we don't have the heat index over 100 degrees. In fact, the heat index is actually a couple degrees lower than the actual temperature, which is not something we see very often in late July and early August. So we'll take this. 93 degrees, putting us near average today. We have winds out of the north at 14 miles per hour, and dew points are only in the upper 50s. So humidity around 30% today, with upper 80s now in Washington. The majority of us in the lower 90s, though. And for our satellite and radar, we are mostly clear. We just have some of that that haze. Some smoke has made it down towards the south from the Pacific Northwest. But notice all of the cloud cover and scattered shower and storm activity is on the south side of this stationary front. So we have this dry air in place with high pressure moving in. Tomorrow we'll actually see some cooler temperatures to start the day. So it's not going to be feeling like fall for the first day of school for Jenkins, Taliaferro, Lincoln, and Wilkes County, but at least we'll be in the upper 60s for a change, and then in the afternoon we'll be topping off in the low to middle 90s. So near average temperatures again tomorrow, getting up to 95 in Augusta, so just a little hotter than it was today, but the dew points will still be on the lower side. Some of us could even have upper 50s still. We will start to see higher dew points in our southern lying counties, and then by the weekend, dew points will be back into the 70s for all of us, and that goes hand in hand with some rain chances. We're up to 50% chance of rain on Saturday and Monday. Highest rain chance comes in on Sunday. So here's our future cast. Stationary front staying to our south with clear skies tonight. Will be mostly sunny on Friday as well, just a few clouds in the afternoon. A sea breeze could bring in a couple isolated showers to our southeastern counties, but you can see not much rain until we get to Saturday. So starting out your weekend dry, you'll notice more cloud cover on Saturday morning, and then once we get into the afternoon and evening, we'll be tracking scattered showers and some storms. We're not under a threat of severe weather, but we do have the chance of some minor flooding on Saturday night into Sunday morning as this warm front lifts to our north, and then we'll be tracking this cold front coming in from the west, bringing additional rounds of rain on Sunday night into Monday. Also a 30% chance of showers and storms on Tuesday. High temperatures will be cooling down even more into the upper 80s to low 90s, and then even by the end of next week, still not too bad for August. High temperatures a little bit below average. Now it's time for our Live Viper 6 umbrella winner. Congratulations, Darren Brom from Evans. Darren, you can pick up your Viper 6 umbrella here at the station and sign up to win yours on WJBF.com.
All right, I wonder if he's related to the guy who wrote the lullaby.
What
Brom's
lullaby? I don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I know. It came out when you were like negative 100 years old, so
I'll have to look that one up.
I'll tell you during the commercial.
Okay.
And then after the commercial, football practice in the two states continues.
We'll hear from coaches and players next in sports.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
At Queen City Home is home. We're celebrating America's 250th birthday with great deals during the Gerald Jones Freedom to Drive event. And every vehicle purchase comes with a $250 gas card on us. Choose from thousands of vehicles, including over 100 new under $35,000 and 100 pre-owned under $15,000. That's right, a $250 gas card with any vehicle purchase. Stop by now or shop any of our 9 brands online at GeraldJonesAutoGroup.com. Gerald Jones, where you always get a great deal and a great deal more. We're celebrating America's 250th birthday with great deals during the Gerald Jones GMC Freedom to Drive event. And every vehicle purchase comes with a $250 gas card on us. Right now, save 11% off MSRP on a new Sierra.
The weather. It seems like it's always changing. That's why Live Viper 6 is always there.
It is a Viper 6 alert day as we track severe weather.
The Live Viper 6 weather team is coverage you can count on. The CSRA's favorite news app is now even better with easier access to local news, weather, and live streaming video. Download the News Channel 6 mobile app. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
The high school football season kicks off just a few weeks from now. Hard to believe. This week, Georgia teams officially putting on the pads. South Carolina teams finally starting backup practice today. Now let's go to Burke County. The Bears are coming off an 11-3 record, a semifinals loss to Carver. And now that they've made the jump from 2A to 3A, one concern for the Bears is replacing quarterback Sean Vandiver. The senior QB helped lead Burke County to 3 winning seasons and some deep postseason runs. Coach Stevens says that is one issue they have, but one player believes their new QB will make an improvement.
We've got some issues, and there's a lot of question marks. You know, one of the big ones, as I told you earlier, is replacing Sean at quarterback. When a guy's kind of been there, a rock for you for 3 years, it's hard to replace him. And right now, you know, our replacement, he's a little banged up, so we're hoping to get him back at some point in time. But the show goes on, so, you know, somebody's got to step up.
He's not Sean, but he's him. Like, he's himself. But He has a lot to improve. This is first year actually starting on varsity, like, very a lot. So we try to get him right and everything. I believe we're gonna go very good with him. So.
Now the Bears will open up the season against Greenbrier. Now over to the Palmetto State here. The South Carolina High School League teams resuming practice this week as one team looking to defend their state title. The Strom-Thurmond Rebels are the defending 2A state champions. They went 13-2 last season, beating out Hampton County 26-7 at South Carolina State. Now, while they returned some players, the Rebels have some major shoes to fill, specifically at the quarterback position. But one key transfer they have is now former North Augusta quarterback A.J. Hillary. The team is looking to continue their standard of winning and hopefully win back-to-back state titles.
We really haven't left. We've been working since the week after the state championship preparing for this year. And we've got a special group of guys that's been working really hard. And, we got to try to go get better every day. But that goal's out there to try to do something nobody in Strom-Thurmond history has done, which is go back-to-back. So our goals are very, very high. But it's getting better every day. It's what's the focus right now.
Now the Rebels open up the season against their rival North Augusta August 21st. Should be a good one, and it's just a few weeks away, so.
Yeah, be here before you know it. Kids are back in school already.
I know, it's crazy, hard to believe.
It is. Thanks a lot, Gianna.
We'll be right back.
See why Bat Fitter is a...
Here is one more look at our 10-day forecast. Mostly sunny and dry tomorrow. It'll be hot, but still lower humidity. We'll be topping off at 95 degrees. Then a high of only 89 on Sunday. Rain chances increasing to 70%, mostly cloudy. Then rain chances go down around Wednesday of next week as the temperatures only go up into the lower 90s.
Well, let me tell you, it was a hoot of a rescue in Ohio. Body cam video showing the moment officers with the Avon Police Department stepped in to help an owl trapped in a soccer net.
Aww.
They responded to a call about an owl in need of assistance and used scissors to carefully cut the bird free. Police say the bird was not hurt and flew away safely after the rescue.
Oh, what a sweet ending. And they had thick gloves on, too.
Yeah. Goodness.
But glad he's free, safe and
I
sound.
know, I know.
Well, that is our report for now. We appreciate you watching. We're back at 7 after World News Tonight.
And we'll see you again for News Channel 6 at 11. Have a great evening.
Good night.